Gene, this is your November 2012 lesson. Let's look at the setup here. Yeah, you're quite a bit upright. He's a little more over the ball. He's got like 35 degrees here. You've got only 28. Just a few more degrees can help those angles. See how the yellow line is almost perpendicular to his spine angle. I think you could improve that just a bit, help your body lines. But here's the death move that starts the whole thing off. Bingo. Now, if you continue in this direction, you realize that you're running out of room, and in your words, getting trapped, and you know that your hands have to be up here somewhere. So what you do is you lift the club. You know, good athletes. So this is way off plane. This is like 90 degrees to the plane, right? It's supposed to be along one of these yellow lines the entire time. Good athlete, put it back on, then you overcook it, and see how your hands are moving this direction because they're actually outside your body. So they're flipping around here, and the butt of the club, we'll trace this again, goes in a very unusual pattern. It's kind of like a reverse C. See, if you could stop it somewhere in here, you'd be better off. See, nothing good can happen from those last few steps. Then you come down. From here, you come down here. So you go whoop. So then you're down here. So now you're dropping it straight down. And you have to make a decision. When do you stop dropping it straight down and start getting it to the ball? And you decide there, but it's hard to time that. So you've rerouted it. You've rerouted the butt of the club at this point. Man, you just can't time that. And then the club is actually behind you again because you're coming down. Your hands are coming down steep, but your club's on plane. That's why you can hit, but that's no bueno. Now watch this guy. He takes his club up. See, the butt of the club goes up the red line and down the red line. Up the red line and down the red line. Now it's a hell of a lot easier when it's a position like this. But it's a shoulder move. See his shoulder moving? When his shoulder stops, that's the end of the swing. Your shoulder stops in here. Oops. Sorry, let me get the backswing. See how your hands, everything gets outside your body here. Your shoulder stops. Now from here on, look, it's just a hand, just a independent hand and arm move. Your shoulders stop moving right there, and all this red line is all with independent of the hands and arms. But it all starts from getting this really weak position there. Now with that coming in here, then you exacerbate the problem by getting your butt against, see, you lose your spine angle. Your belt buckle flies, and you do a lift and flip. But I think you clean up this mess, and you got a better chance of keeping that butt against the back wall. See, you have the same problem my buddy does. See this left knee? You can drive a truck through there, buddy. Look. hear the whistle, it's the truck. Whereas this guy, you know, now he's got pants on, but still, there's his knee. That's the middle of the leg. Now, your knee's outside the box. Your right knee has to go to meet it. It can't go towards the target. Now watch. Your right knee, instead of going towards the target, has to go out to the edge of the box and actually get outside it. See that, and the right hip goes spinning out of the box too. Look at this guy. See, his right knee goes towards the target the entire time. It doesn't get close to the outside of the box. Neither does his hip. I think it's just because this knee is jetted out past here, so it's got to go at Mach 2 to get back where it should after impact. It's trying, but it can't, and this thing can't go towards the target because the other knee's in the way. You only see one cheek at impact. It's a lift and flip. It's as easy as that. Just check this angle out. You know, you could use a little more width. You know, you got a little breakdown here. You know, your hands are a little too close to your head. But, you know, that's good, except as pointed out, we need it more caved in. And we also need this thing. I mean, to start down, I mean, your right knee doesn't move from that. Look at this other guy. See, when his hands are waist high, you've got a pretty good space here. And then the left hip starts going back, and then when he's where you are, he's got, looks to be, what, 10 inches? Through impact, maybe a foot and a half. Through impact, not much. Left hip's in the way, so you end up total breakdown because you really haven't cleared it. You're just flipping at it as opposed to this. See his hips out of the way? I mean, that's by like 2 feet or something, foot and a half. Hitting more like Scott will give you better distance, better control, and better consistency. But you can't release the right arm and end up this position with your left hip in the way and this right hip kind of flopping towards the ball.